What's up, everyone? I'm Geo. Welcome to a new episode of Games I Speak. This week it's just going to be me, but this week was kind of slow as far as gaming goes. So I tried to kind of go out there and look for some interesting stories. So I hope you enjoy. Uh, First off, let's start off with a one that we kind of covered last week. So I don't know if you all know about this. I covered it last week. So basically, I'll give like a recap of the show last week. Essentially, there was a lawsuit against EA for FIFA's Ultimate Team mode, where people were saying that, like, you know, sometimes they would get good teams and then other times they would get bad teams. And they thought that there was like a because EA has a patent called like it's like a dynamic uh, difficulty setting, so the game can actually change your luck essentially in the game. Like sometimes it can be harder, sometimes it can be easy, sometimes you can get a good draw, sometimes you get a bad draw. And they actually have a patent for it, so that's why people were suspicious that they were, you know, getting hosed on the Ultimate Team mode. Now, this person posted a video where somebody was selling, I guess, like packs, and you can get these packs by purchasing them in the game. And people pay a lot of money to get good packs, and they think that like the game just gives you crappy packs on purpose to keep you buying. And so this guy was saying that he talked to somebody online. Now it's hard to understand what he's saying because he has a very thick accent, but he was basically like, I'll put a link in the description so you can watch it. He was basically saying like, how can somebody get this good of a pack? And the way they were doing it is they were selling the account. So you would buy the account from them, and then the account would have like an awesome Ultimate Teams pack on it. And so he was saying like the odds of getting this are so low. People spend so much money and they don't get anywhere near this, and people are selling them these accounts. And I think in the video he was saying it was around 750 pounds, which is a lot of money. And so I don't know if he said it directly in the video, because like I said, he's kind of hard to understand. But people were saying like, this is probably an EA employee that is able to manipulate the system. And so they're generating these awesome packs and then selling them off on anonymous accounts to people to make money. So that's kind of an incendiary thing. But as you can see, EA's last week I covered that they let the lawsuit plaintiffs talk to their engineers to explain that they didn't have dynamic difficulty settings. But now with this, people don't trust them again. So let's see. EA actually picked up on this, and this is what they said. So we are aware of the allegations currently circulating within our community related to FIFA 21 Ultimate Team Items. A thorough investigation is underway, and if we identify improper conduct, we will take swift action. We want to be clear, this type of behavior is unacceptable, and we in no way condone what is alleged to have happened here. We understand how this creates concern about unfair balance in the game and competition. We will update the community as we get more clarity on the situation. Okay, so I feel like they've kind of started to learn a lesson here, in that they came out with that statement immediately, very quickly after. And sorry, my Alexa has just started talking. I need to put that thing on mute. So basically, they're coming out and they're saying, look, we're going to investigate this and we're going to let you all know. Now, if this is true that EA employees are doing this, that's not good. Now, I can say as a developer that when you have a game, you have like a, development version of the game where you're allowed to generate items freely. Now, if they have some kind of tool that allows them to generate these items in a developer environment and then export them and then import them into a real life environment, that could be how this person is doing this. But or there is a console command in the retail version of the game that this person has access to that other people don't have access to. Personally, I feel like that would be removed in the production version. I don't think they would keep something that powerful in a production version. Or maybe this guy has access to the API where it makes the call to get these, Ultimate Team items, these packs. So I don't know how they're doing it, but there's definitely, it looks like something fishy is going on. I don't know if it's an employee or somebody who figured it out, but EA needs to be on top of this and let everyone know ASAP what happened. Even if it makes them look bad, they need to let people let people know the truth, because their credibility keeps going down with this game, and it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. All right, so next up, it's official. Bethesda joins Xbox. So, I mean, they say joins Xbox, but their games are going to be. I'm sure they're going to release PC ports of their games as well. But I assume they count PC in the Xbox family now. So I'm not going to read this whole thing for you. This is their official announcement. But I do want to read this and we can discuss it. It's a very important part of this. Let me see. This is the part that everyone wants to know. Okay, here we go. This is the next step in building our industry-leading first-party studios team, a commitment we have to our Xbox community. With the addition of the Bethesda creative teams, gamers should know that Xbox consoles, PC, and Game Pass will be the best place to experience new Bethesda games, including some new titles in the future that will be exclusive to Xbox and PC players. Now, so that was the news that everyone wanted to know about. Okay, now that Microsoft owns Bethesda, they say that they're going to be autonomous, but and Phil Spencer has come out in the past against exclusive titles, but this is a clear business choice made by them. So what they're going to do now is they're going to try to find a hit. Either they're going to take a hit and try to expand upon it, like the Elder Scrolls series, or they're going to try to build a future hit and they're going to make it exclusive to their titles. Now, when Phil Spencer talks about making things open platform, I think what he's saying is, no, you're going to be able to play it on an Xbox console and you're going to be able to play it on a PC using an Xbox account. That's what he's saying. He's not saying we're going to make it open as in it's going to be on PlayStation, it's going to be on Steam, no. he's saying it's going to be open to multiple platforms, but under the Xbox brand name, so to speak. At least that's how I'm reading it now. So, I don't know what to say because I want to play a new Elder Scrolls game, but I don't want to play it on Game Pass. I don't want to stream a game like that. Now, if you can download it fully, which I'm sure you probably can, then that's one thing. But I like Steam. You know, I'd like to have it in my Steam account. But this is looking more like, you know, they're gonna have people are gonna have they're gonna have their Game Pass account, their Steam account, their Epic Store front account. There's so many accounts. But the thing with Game Pass is it's a monthly subscription because you gain access to a bunch of games. So it might be something like, okay, this month I want to play this Bethesda exclusive, so I'm gonna buy Game Pass for this month, and I'm gonna beat the game, and then I'm gonna let my subscription go out. But if I want to replay that game, I'm gonna have to go back unless they re-release it on Steam or Epic Game Store or something, or console. So, yeah, it's just I see the business, and I know Sony does it. I know Nintendo does it. You can't really blame Microsoft because this is the game. But as a consumer, I hate it, and it's annoying. So, yeah, it is what it is, you know. You can't really stop them from doing it. But at the same time, you don't have to like it. You know what I mean? So, all right. Next up, new Elden Ring news by the end of March, according to Jeff Grubb. So, I'm going to read this whole thing, and then I can, you know, if I think it's worthy. Obviously, I think this rumor is worthy because Jeff Grubb has a lot of credibility with gamers in that he's said a lot of things that have come true. So let me read this. In his weekly Games Beat Decides podcast at 3735, Jeff Grubb shared some new information about the new highly anticipated From Software title. After saying this, he is much more sure about Elden Ring than Starfield. The industry expert explained that he had some new informations coming from a combinations of sources. He stated that they gave me confidence that Elden Ring would be by the end of March. So this is saying Elden Ring news. He then explained that nothing was changed there, but at the same time, it was never cemented or 100% sure. He followed with, I've said this repeatedly, I've never had an exact date. I've had some reasons to be confident. That's kind of how I try to phrase it, and I know it leaves gaps, and people sort of fill those gaps, and they think there's more behind that. This is what he said shortly after. I know enough to be confident, but if I were to slip into April, I would apologize. If it were to slip in April, I would apologize. But I will continue to say you are not going to wait long. Then he asked his friend Mike what he thinks about it. Mike claimed that Jeff shared some info with him and is pretty confident to see some more about Elden Ring by the end of the next month. From what he has shared with me, I would think soon, but again, who knows? It's the game industry. Maybe it slips into April. Maybe in some weird and bizarre world it goes to E3. I feel there's absolutely no way to get past E3 without seeing this. Okay. So this is totally a rumor. Take it with a grain of salt. There's constant Elden Ring leaks, which are not real leaks. They're just fake rumors. And I've been duped by them too. But I feel this one might have some weight. So we'll just wait and see at the end of this month, March. We'll wait and see if there's some Elden Ring news. Now, I did see a video clip someone was saying was an Elden Ring leak, and it was like a snowy background. And it was like it looked like it was like on a mountain or something. And I don't know what it is. Like it looks like it could be scenery from the game, or it could be a loading screen. I don't know. Um, it was just a snowy like mountain scenery. So there was really nothing there. I didn't want to show that here. But yeah, I mean these leaks are getting kind of ridiculous, and the only thing we can do is just wait for from software to let us know what's going up with this game. I don't know if they're having development issues. I don't know if the game is just so expansive that they just need more time. But I would say it's always been in From Software's nature to just kind of be tight-lipped about these things, and we just have to wait and see. So, all right, next up, some more information about Halo Infinite. Now, this was done by a Q&A, and I'm just going to go over some of the things. So this user, New York Liam, New York 7 Liam, I think that's what NY stands for, kind of summarized this, and thanks to him for that. So this is information from the QA about Halo Infinite. PvP and campaign will be balanced separately. So that's always a good idea when games do that have a very complex PvP system, because often the hardcore campaigners will have an unfair advantage. Can use grapple to hijack vehicles and pick up weapons. Okay. So there's a grapple in the game. I think that's very interesting, and I don't think enough games employ that. But you have to do it right. You can't make it too cheap, and you can't make it too flimsy. Weapons will receive balance patches post-launch. Okay. So they're being very, they're going to be very like balance oriented in this game, which, you know, you kind of have to for a PvP title. New weapons will be added over time, including classics. Okay. New never before seen weapon to fill the classic shotgun role. Interesting. Now, I do got to say, I'm a huge fan of the classic Halo shotgun. It is without a doubt my favorite Halo weapon, but, you know, I'm up for something new. Weapons have different damage types with different effects. Kinetic and plasma were mentioned. Brute plasma works differently from normal plasma. Interesting. So they're going to break up the weapons into further damage types, which would mean which I would guess would mean that there's going to be different armor types and different defensive bonuses. So the game is looking like it's going to be more complex than it was in the past. Now, there were different weapons in all the Halo games, but they just had, obviously, they would damage your shield more, or they would damage your armor more. So this is looking like it might be even more complex than that. I don't know. We'll have to see. Weapons and equipment in PvP spawn on the map, a la classic Halo and Halo 5. Okay, I think I like that. I don't like games that have like weapon drops, or I don't like it. I didn't like it in Halo 4. I don't like it in Call of Duty. I think map knowledge is important and it should be rewarded. But that's just my opinion. Some people hate that. Some people don't like how there's always that one guy that seems to get the rocket launcher. But I do like when games reward map knowledge. Now, could they have games on the map, or items and weapons on the map that spawn and drops? Yes, they could do both. Let's see. New damage model, damage response system for vehicles, more to it than simply health. With a certain tire gets shot out, vehicle will drive differently. More choices of how to eliminate or affect vehicles. Interesting. So they're making vehicle combat much more complicated, which I think is a step in the right direction. Halo has always had good vehicle combat, much better than a lot of games, but it was kind of simplistic when you were like shooting at a warthog. You would either just shoot the players or shoot at the base with like a rocket launcher or something. It was pretty simple. So this means like you could snipe out a tire. So yeah, I mean, I'm up to see more complex vehicle combat. New grenade mechanics. Spike grenades do damage on stick. Can potentially kill a grunt or low HP enemy on impact. Interesting. So they're doing damage on impact. So I think that's good. I think a lot of games do that these days. I've killed many of people by throwing a grenade at their head and it not blowing up, just the impact. They have low health. So yeah, that makes sense. Sidekick pistol replacing the Magnum to draw a more solid line between pistol and rifle engagement distances. So this one is questionable to me. A lot of people like the Magnum, so I guess they might be nerfing pistols. I don't know what this means, so I'll have to wait and see on this. And then one more thing I wanted to say that I read was like they're having dynamic weather in the game now. So the weather systems are going to be more complex, and they're going to have like day and night, like more accurate day and night cycles, and the Halo ring will be fully 3D. So yeah, you and the like so basically the environment when you look up, it's going to be more depth, more 3D. So that's actually pretty cool. So yeah, I like that they're keeping the community updated with a lot of the things that they're working on, a lot of changes. And I'm not going to count this game out yet. I'm going to play it first. So yeah, I hope it succeeds. I'm a huge fan of the Halo series, as you can see on my shirt. And yeah, so I hope it's a success. Next up. All right. So this is a rumor. All right, let's make that clear. This is a rumor. So this Ed, he says if you're thinking of buying Sekiro in the next couple of months or so, maybe hold off just in case. And then somebody replied, "Are you telling me it's coming to Game Pass on its anniversary?" And so yeah, this is a rumor. So he's co-host of the Xbox Era podcast, and he's hinting that there's gonna be a Sekiro release on Game Pass. Now, what do I think of this? I think it's good overall. I think there's a lot of Xbox players that haven't experienced the magic of Sekiro. It's a great game. It's a great game. Don't get me wrong. It's a frustrating game. It's like hitting your head against a wall over and over again for hours. But it is a masterpiece, and I do hope more people play it. Now, with that being said, I want a standalone release on PC. I want I want to be able. I mean, it's on PC. Sorry. It's already on PC. I was thinking of Bloodborne in my head at the time. So yeah, just gonna get the game out to more people, which I think is good. Will a game like this ever be on the Switch? No, I don't think so. It's just it's just such a vast game and it requires a lot of resources. But yeah, I'm not one of those people who are like, oh no, only PlayStation and PC. No, I think this is good if it's true. If it's true. I hope it's true. I want to see people who have an Xbox get exposed to Sekiro. So next up, we have some information regarding Analogue. Now, they're going to be releasing their Pocket soon, or shipping it soon, I should say. I already pre-ordered one. I got lucky. I'll just say I got lucky. But people are concerned over scalping. What are we going to do? So I'm going to read what Analogue says here. All right, so this is an announcement from them. The current global state of affairs has resulted in consequences that affected the worldwide supply chain and this has temporarily slowed our ability to keep many of our products in stock. Super NT, Mega SG, and reduced production capacity for the Pocket. We are more aware that many users are frustrated that Pocket pre-orders sold out quickly, and both Super NT and Mega SG are currently unavailable. Pocket is not a limited edition product. I repeat, it's not limited edition. See below for a description of terminology. Okay. More Pockets will be available for purchase in 2021. With all things considered, we'll be doing our best to keep Pocket in stock in 2021. Please sign up for a stock notification at analogue.co/store, and you will be sent an email when Pocket will be available to purchase. Bear with us during these unusual times and know that we are doing our best to get everything in stock or available for pre-order as soon as possible. So it goes on here to mention, within this announcement, Analogue outlined measures it is taking to tackle scalpers and bots. Without specifying the exact technology used, the announcement simply confirmed it will be implementing robust bot protection to prevent bots from making purchases and canceling those orders which do slip through. As for scalpers, Analogue plans to actively monitor resale websites like eBay, reporting any pre-orders listing as its spots. How effective this will be is another matter, but considering widespread frustrations with these resellers, it's reassuring Analogue is taking these. So, yeah, I think this is the right approach. I think more producers should take this approach that Analogue is doing. Yes, they're a kind of a boutique gaming store, meaning that they cater to a very specific audience, the hardcore retro audience. And not even the hardcore play on the original hardware. These are more of like modern hardcore retro audience. So, yeah, I think this is a good approach. I want to see them succeed. And like I said last week with the Retron SQ, and I want to make a clarification. Metal Gear Jesus did a good video analysis on it. The Game Boy Advanced features are not good. So I would hold off on buying that until they fix the Game Boy Advance. So for now, it looks like you're better off getting like a modded Game Boy Advance, which I have. They're awesome. You can do it yourself, or doing like if you are lucky, get the Game Boy, consoleized Game Boy, and a Retron 5. You could just get a Retron 5. Their emulation is not bad. But where it's at is going to be the Analogue Pocket, I hope. I've had issues with some of their systems in the past, but as long as they do good QA, we should get a stellar system. Now, I want to say, if anyone from Analogue watches this, which I totally doubt they will, or anyone knows someone that works at Analogue, try the email format that Newegg does. You sign up for the raffle, they pick the winner's emails and they send it out. That keeps the bots from storming through uh, the queues and just running scripts that purchase immediately. So, yeah, that's a good alternative to that because they can get through some of these queuing technologies, especially if they're front-end technologies. So I wouldn't rely on those 100%. It's better to do like a wait list or like a raffle, and they can vet those people and make sure there's nothing suspicious with their accounts. And then if they link those accounts to somebody who's scalping on eBay, they can block them. So yeah, there's definitely options, and I hope they take every option. And yeah, so it's good to see them addressing those issues. All right, next up. So a new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge beat 'em up has been announced. This thing looks awesome. I'm going to go like blow up some of these screenshots here. I mean, look how great this looks. This is like, I mean, it just looks, it's got that retro feel to it, but then it has a nice looking cell shaded look. It's made, it's produced by the same people who did Streets of Rage 4. How do I say it? Dotemu. And it's developed by Tribute Games. So we'll go over some stuff with them in a second, but let's look at these screenshots. So here's, I can't remember. This is Bebop, I believe. And here's some ninjas. Yeah, this looks awesome. And so let's go. I guess that's Rocksteady. So let's go over some of the features here. Pull this up. All right. Okay. So retro game design, beautiful full color pixel and art graphics, old school gameplay enhanced with super fresh mechanics. So it looks like they're taking the classic approach and then adding onto it with new mechanics. Up to 4 players simultaneously. So they're going to have co-op, which is great. Play with iconic Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle characters and vehicles in diverse gameplay options. So they have vehicles. Radical new story mode and totally more to come. So let's look at so like as I said, Dotemu, they published Streets of Rage 4, which was a hit. So I believe you can trust them on this game. And this was developed by Tribute Games. Let's look at some of the games they came out with. Panzer Paladin, this is a good game. Mercenary Kings, Flint Hook, Wizorb, and Steel Assault. So yeah, these are good games. They're rated high. So I think we're looking at a good game here. And it looks awesome, and I can't wait to play co-op with my friends. So there you have it. You can, I believe you can pre-order it now. Or no. You can add to your wish list. Can you pre-order it? You might have to be logged in to pre-order it. I don't know. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. All right, next up. I don't know much about this demo because I haven't played it, so disclaimer. But for those of you that are curious about Monster Hunter Rise, they have a demo version 2 available right now. And yeah, this game's coming out very soon, March 26th. And if you want to know what it's like before you buy it, check out this demo. And let's see, pre-order bonuses. Palamute Retriever Costume Layered Armor, Palico Forest Cat Costume Layered Armor, and Novus Talisman for some extra assistance in the early stages. Okay. So yeah, as me, Josie, and John said in a past podcast, we will be playing this game together. It looks like an awesome game. I can't wait. And yeah, check out that demo if you're unsure whether you want to buy this game. I already pre-ordered it. I have faith in Capcom that this is going to be a good game, and I can't wait to play it. So next up, and last but not least, this is actually something I found, and I haven't seen anyone talking about it. Item duplication bug found on my private server. So I'm going to go into what happened here. But this could have major ramifications for the ecosystem of the game, because if you don't know, you can go on eBay now and buy items from people on eBay, right? So if you can duplicate items, you can essentially just make your own money right now. So let's look at what happened. So this is a screenshot from my server. And if you look here in the top left, when I died, this is my corpse. I got killed by one of these gray dwarfs over here. When I died, my server, no. When I died, I ran back to my corpse here. And the moment I click it, what happens is when you die, you click on your gravestone and you retrieve your items. The moment I clicked and I retrieved all my items, the server lost connection to the internet. Now, I run my own private server. It's run on a small gaming laptop, but it shares the same internet connection that my desktop has. But it's kind of shoddy. It disconnects sometimes. The Wi-Fi on it's not that great. I should definitely be doing Ethernet, but I'm doing Wi-Fi. So, as you can see, I picked up all my items. Look here. Now, for the sake of full disclosure, it didn't match 100%. Some of the items that didn't match are on the floor. But for the illustration purposes of doing this, I wanted everyone to see that I literally picked up the exact amount of items that were here. I just threw away items that I already had on my corpse before I picked it up. Now, as you can see here, everything splits perfectly. The right amount. I have the same armor. Look, to show you I'm not lying, you can see I have the same durability on the swords. So I did not make this up. The server duplicated every single item here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to, how do I say this? I'm going to try to reproduce the issue. I'm a programmer. I do a lot of QA. I'm going to try to reproduce the issue, and if I can, I'm going to put it up on YouTube. And yeah, we'll see what happens. Maybe a bunch of people will go out there duplicating items until they fix this bug. Maybe they already fixed this bug. I don't know. But barely anyone saw my post on Reddit. So yeah, there you have it. There's a way to duplicate all your items in Valheim, and it has to do with looting your corpse while the server disconnects. So there you have it. If anyone knows anything about this further detail, please leave a comment. But I'm going to try to reproduce and put a video up for you all so you can see it firsthand. So that's it for this week. I appreciate everyone who's watched. Please like and subscribe. Every time you guys do it, I feel like a boost. Like I want to keep doing this. And if you want to see other kinds of content, let me know. Let me know what you would like to see. This is kind of the bread and butter for Games I Beat, but I want to do other stuff. I just need to know what you all want to see. So thanks everyone for watching, and keep gaming. Hey everyone, thanks for listening to this episode of Games I Speak. If you liked the episode, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you all next time.